bunny hops. I said, what's a bunny hop? He said, how do you
so
know
it
what
was
a
Meek's
bunny
idea. Meek said,
no, 100%.
Because Meek thought he was going to win.
So Meek's like, you go like this. He's teaching me what a bunny hop is. I never saw it before.
Yo, what's up? This bruh man from the fifth floor, and you tuned in to Forgotten Kings TV.
Yesterday, Michael Rubin was on The Breakfast Club, and of course, he finally addressed the viral video of Meek Mill doing the bunny hop. Of course, for those who may not know, according to Michael Rubin, he says that Meek Mill lost the bet, and, you know, the loser had to do the bunny hop, right? Of course, he also addressed the viral pictures of him hugging Lil Baby from behind and other athletes at his annual all-white party. Of course, the internet seeing pictures like this, I mean, they went crazy. Look at this, man. Lil Baby being sandwiched between Kyle Kuzma and Michael Rubin. Let him tell it. He's just spreading love, right? Spreading positivity. Even pictures like this, where he's just cradling MB from the back of his head. I've never had a man put his palm on the back of my head. I mean, come on now. This is crazy, right? But according to Michael Rubin, he just loves to spread love and, you know, positivity. It's nothing wrong with that, right? According to him. But again, with the internet, you know, without context, they're going to go crazy, right? And Meek Mill, at times, he doesn't help himself when trying to defend these moments whenever he makes posts, because he tried to justify it, saying, look, we used to make the killers do this in prison. But again, if you didn't hear what Michael Rubin had to say about the viral video of Meek Mill bunny hopping and the pictures of him hugging Lil Baby from behind, check out this clip right here.
I think social media bothers you a little bit, because one thing I did notice from the white party, I didn't see any hugs. There was no hugs from the back. I didn't see no hugs, Mike.
No one was a bigger hugger than me. I will say, I pay attention to everything, and I decided people right or wrong. I think that was pathetic. I think it was a joke.
Or how they attack Lil Baby?
Yeah. Look, by the way, you know what I hate? When watching a black person try to take a black person down, that's fucked up. Okay, let's keep it real. Okay, Baby is one of the best human beings on the planet. There's not a person who will always do more for his community, who's a great human being, who works his ass off. And here's what happened with Baby. Baby did great, and then people came for him, okay? And you know what happened? Then he comes out with more great music, and he shows why he's Baby. And so for me, it was one of the few things in my life that ate at me, because I felt responsible, even though, like, look, the amount of people...
You were just showing them love, though. I mean, people were just making jokes. They knew what it was.
But let's keep this real. The amount of people who I've, in a 13-hour drunken party, okay, that I've jumped on their back and someone's caught a picture is like, I've done that 1,000 times. Now, I will tell you that, like, in my head, you know, that ain't happening anymore, just because I won't, like, if it was me, I would think it's funny, but it actually hurt him a little bit for a year, and that ate at me. That did eat at me. But you know what, again, the one thing I'd say, when you're doing great, people try to test you, and I think that's a great, you know, I think that's a great character test, and I think Baby showed why he's him. Drake's going to show why he's him. And, you know, for me, last year was probably the first time people ever came at me. I've generally been, you know, I think people have showed me a lot of love and support. And, you know, last year I realized, you know, Fanatics got a little bigger. I became a little more well-known. And so, hey, it's, you know, it's easy to try to pick at me for things. Meek, I know that guy really, really well, okay? Everyone going around trying to say, and by the way, if he was gay, who cares? There's not a gay bone in his body. You guys know him. Like, I know him. I've been around him more than anybody, okay? For people to just, like, the internet, like one of my best friends said to me, I think Meek's gay now. I'm like, why? You know what I say? Because I've read it 10,000 times. There's not a gay bone in that guy's body. But so now Meek says to me, we're in the Bahamas. He's there with his family, and they were with my family 4 or 5 years ago, okay? And Meek's learning tennis, and I'm pretty shitty at tennis, so we play a tennis game. Now, this was one pathetic athletic event. Like, if you want to see, like, two horrible tennis players going at it, somehow it was very close. And so Meek says to me at the beginning of the game, he says, what do you want to bet? I'm like, what do you want to bet? Like, I'm not generally like, I don't want to ever take money from my friends or like bet money, but if they want to, he's like, let's do push-ups. I'm like, great, 50 push-ups, great. He's actually, let's do bunny hops. I said, what's a bunny hop? He said, how do you know
it
what
was
a
Meek's
bunny
idea. Meek said,
no, 100%.
Because Meek thought he was going to win.
So Meek's like, you go like this. He's teaching me what a bunny hop is. I never saw it before. Okay? So I don't know. I'm going like this.
That's one of those things you learned in person.
He's going to be like, no, it's like this. Right. Like this. He said, we do them in jail all the time.
We do them in jail all the time.
Right. So I didn't even know I'd never heard of a bunny hop before. Okay. Man. So now we do it then. When I put it out, of course, because I was making fun of him because I had no idea what people would turn this into. I put it on my story, just making fun of him. Like, yeah, I kicked your ass in tennis. Like, it's fun. I actually won something in sports, like almost a miracle. I should have had a celebration. Okay, no one says a thing then. 5 years later, people want to. Now it's the turn. You know what? Who we're gonna hate on this much? So let's hate on Meek. Oh, Meek's gay because some guy made up a lie. Okay, so let's hate on him for that and just try to change the narrative. And white billionaire telling black men to do bunny hops. Actually, he told me to do bunny hops. It was his bet, and I'm sorry that he sucked in tennis that day. Okay, let's keep it real. So like that stuff.
You should have played a black sport. He'd beat you.
And everyone, by the way.
Yes.
But probably any sport other than skiing, which is obviously a white sport. That's the only sport I could probably get him in. But the thing I don't like about that is it doesn't bother me for me. It bothers me that it actually, when I see the narrative of a really good friend of mine like Meek, and people trying to, again, if he was gay, which there's not one gay bone in his body, who cares? Number one, let's say if people want to be gay, it is 2024. Who the fuck cares? Okay. Number two, there's not a gay bone in his body. So like, why do people want to lie about that? Why do people want to change the narrative of a bet he made with me to try to hurt him? Like, that is the one thing I've learned about, and look, I'm just being blunt because it's me. It's the one thing I've learned about black culture that I don't like is that black hate on hate.
Speak on that more.
Now, moments ago, Michael Rubin took to Twitter to apologize for the comments he made in his Breakfast Club interview from yesterday. As you heard in the clip, Michael Rubin says it bothers him whenever he sees black people hating on other successful black people, right? Something that bothered a lot of people on social media. So, of course, Michael Rubin says he received a phone call informing him that even though he thinks his intentions were good when making these comments, it's best he just not speak on black culture altogether. Now, of course, not long after, Meek Mill would also make a series of posts reacting to Michael Rubin's interview on The Breakfast Club from yesterday, also acknowledging some of the criticism he's been receiving over the years when it comes to not just his post on social media, but as well as this video of him doing the bunny hop. Right, according to Meek Mill, something that he learned while being locked away in prison. Again, with the internet, no one really cares, right? They just see a gangster rapper who talks, about all of the street shit in his music, and then the moment he gets in the presence of a white billionaire, now the man is bunny hopping. You get what I mean? You see how that kind of contradicts the image that you put out there, being the rapper that you are. But again, like Michael Rubin, tell it, it's just people hating. I mean, come on. We talking about the internet. Without context, anyone could, run with a narrative they see fit. But in this case, we talking lawsuits involving Diddy, viral videos and clips. I mean, sometimes people are valid in their criticism towards Meek Mill, right? We're not going to talk about his, private life and what he doing, the privacy of his home. I'm just talking about on these public platforms. 1 minute Meek Mill is an advocate, for people in his community. And then the next, he's ready to crash out on social media. So certain things where I think it's valid for people to criticize Meek Mill bunny hopping or these pictures where you see rappers being hugged from the back by rich, billionaires. You know what I mean? Considering the music that they put out, you're just like, wow, you really very comfortable in the presence of this man here. But again, even if we're talking about Michael Rubin and his comments and how people were just upset at him speaking about hatred within the black community. I mean, look, if you want to really win people over, let's talk about those within the white community who create a system, right, that rewards those who go against the black community. I mean, who are paying the rappers all this money to talk about the content they put out? If you're going to have an honest, dialogue about hatred within the black community, how about you address it, from your perspective instead of just, making it seem as if people are just hating on successful people. Okay, hatred isn't just exclusive within the black community. Hatred is all amongst this world. And him being a white man, trust and believe, if it was that simple, I mean, history would be different. That's the interesting thing about it. But again, y'all let me know. Tell me, what are your thoughts on Michael Rubin trying to, justify these viral moments of him, making Meek Mill bunny hop or him hugging athletes and rappers from the back. Again, what are your thoughts on, this whole controversy with Michael Rubin, as well as his comments he made? Did you think he was valid when making these comments? Or do you think he should, basically just not speak on black issues altogether? Again, let me know, what are your thoughts on this whole Michael Rubin controversy down in the comment section below. But again, my name is SenseiRip. Till next time, peace.
Y'all know the MREC room etiquette. Peace, you now tuned in to NREC TV.
What if someone wasn't on protocol? There are consequences.
We the Knockout Kings of Comedy. This your boy, Reggie Curl, you know what I'm saying? This is my cousin, Stroncho, you know what I'm saying? We coming by.
No, I know me, old you fuck with lambskin condoms.
I don't even want my man to eat my because I eat meat from Aldi's. The wrong with you? Aldi's, you should eat this. We don't know what the that meat is. No!
For real, I heard a nigga get in prison. That's not the part about it. The part about it is he had the audacity to ask me why I ain't helping him. I said, it ain't no point in both of us get.
I step up, look him right in his eyes. He go to pat me down. Pop, 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 pop. $20, homeboy. I'm like, no sir.
Personal question. Is this microphone really necessary at this Come on, we knock y'all out. We knock y'all with punchline, punchline, punchline. You know how we turn. Give me a second.